Mornings, our family, Vlad, Nate, Gayle, and Tony are here. Vlad, I think you can now go in the hot dad category. It's your story.
Whoa, really? Drew Barrymore with my new title. All right, so Forbes is reporting, what is phubbing, okay? Phubbing is when people spend too much time on their phones in the company of others. People are on dates, they're in a meeting, at a party, or even spending some time with a significant other, and all of a sudden, like there's a meeting going on and you see somebody on their phone. It drives me.
But what does phubbing mean? What is that?
It's a combination phone and snub. Phone and snub.
And to pick up on
So it's a PH.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a PH.
Yes,
It's a PH.
It's fat.
Okay,
Phubbing.
phone and, okay.
Right. It's a huge pet peeve of mine,
Big
guys.
issue.
When, I don't know, do you guys like when you're sitting at a party or at a dinner table and your kids or somebody in your family or a friend picks up their phone in the middle of somebody's conversation and starts checking their and they go, and usually when you're like, what are you doing? They're like,
When Mike's in there,
Like you're mad, you're like, what the fuck?
what the fuck? What the fuck? I like that. What a phrase. What the fuck? Right, that works.
I don't know.
Well, Nate, it's actually your story.
Yeah, let me take it from here.
I like it.
Okay, here we go. Curb reports, living with your ex after divorce is becoming a trend. Now, here's the thing. Before you say, whoa, wait a minute, here's the reasons. You can keep the same routine when you're staying with your ex because the kids might be involved, or it's just a routine that you're used to. There's financial reasons. You know, one person doesn't want to move out. Now, all of a sudden, I have to take care of all the bills by myself. So the question is, what do you think about this? After a divorce, moving in with your ex.
I think get out.
I think that's where I get sort of interested really in this story is like, how does it affect kids?
Yes.
And I'm in a co-parenting dynamic, and what works for us, personal boundaries, and they evolve over time, or they develop, or some go away.
So let me ask, in the initial phases of the breakup, could you have seen you two still staying in the same home?
Well, we actually did a thing called nesting, which is like the kids would stay at home and we would come and go as we were transitioning.
Almost like a schedule.
And we wanted to keep it stable for the kids. And I think the more you keep in mind this lens of your children and what's best for them, if you do what you think is best for your kids, I believe you'll find your way.
Yeah, I think it's tricky. I think it's tricky when you have kids. That staying in the same house only works if you clearly have resolved the relationship. We're not going to be together.
Right.
Yeah. Could you do it? Gayle, could you handle that?
No, I could not. But, you know, I did. If I was out of town, then my ex would come. So much so that we got along so well that when one of Will's friends went through a divorce, and he said, I know how you feel. And he said, how do you know how I feel? He goes, you've never been through a divorce. And the kid goes, but your parents are divorced?
Oh, 'cause
they're always here all the time.
Really?
It's because if I was out of town, he was there. So when this kid came, he just assumed.
He didn't realize.
He didn't realize. And I actually thought that was a compliment.
Yeah,
I think what you want is to create the environment that's best for the kids. And a counselor told me once, you have to love your kids more than you dislike or hate your ex. And I've never forgotten that.
Wow.
I've never forgotten
That's
that.
And we won't either.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like that.